poppin', y'all? It's a girl, the SSS, exploring all the fire things in life. As you guys can tell from the title, today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Riu Republica hotel here in Punta Cana. This is actually where I am right now as we speak. This video was actually long overdue because I was supposed to actually do this video last year when I traveled here, but it was time to do it. Like, it was really time for me to like let you guys know about this hotel and do this review so you guys know what to expect. Just an FYI and a disclaimer, everyone's experience is different from one another's, and I understand that, but this is my second time at this resort, so I felt that it's time to give my thoughts and opinions on what I've seen, what you guys, what I'm experiencing at a so-called 5-star hotel, okay? Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to see more videos from me, your girl, as well as hit that like button so other viewers can see videos just like this. Let's get into it. Well, as you guys already know, I'm here in Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. I traveled back to the hotel Riu Republica. It's my second time here, and I just wanted to get into some of the stuff that we've been through, or that we've been going through since being here for the second time. So the first things first, when we arrived to the hotel, like pretty standard. We only have a standard 2 double bed. Don't forget to check out that video. I do have a detailed walkthrough of the room that we're staying in. So our TV remote doesn't work. From the first day we got here, we had told them, listen, we need a remote, or we need battery remote. Our remote's not working. It's been, well, what day we are? 3? We're like day 3, and they still did not replace the remote, replace the batteries. A lot of the times when we are winding down for the night, we like to watch television, and we still can't get the television and our remote to work. So there was that. I know that's small because a lot of people are like, well, you guys are not going to be in the hotel anyways, which is true. But, it's just that little thing, like, okay, even if we're not in the hotel, if we're saying that something's not working, we kind of expect someone to follow up, and no one did, and still day 3. So that was kind of weird. And we did actually go to them more than once to say, hey, this is not working, okay? So, and no one has came to deal with that issue. The second thing, our phone don't work. So when we checked in and we got to the hotel, and we figured out for the first day that our TV wasn't working, we had told them downstairs. We were here and we're waiting, and we didn't see anybody. So we didn't see anyone come. So my cousin was like, yo, call them downstairs. Girl, I was trying to call them, and the phone's not working, like no dial tone, no nothing. And the phone is plugged in and everything. So I was like, okay, so the phone don't work. And we're kind of far from the actual like check-in area. So it's like for us to go all the way back there to just tell them the same, number one, the same issue we've been telling them. And plus the phone don't work was a lot. So there was that. One of the biggest thing, yo, the water pressure is a big issue. Like the water here is a big issue. The water is cold. We didn't have no pressure. I even took a video for you guys to actually see, like on one side, like there's no, like you turn on the pipe, it's like, it's not a lot of water's coming in. Sorry, not a lot of water's coming out. And the same thing with the shower. The shower, our first 2 days, like the water was barely coming out. No matter if I turn when you turn the shower head to make like more water come out, like however you want it to come out. Like, you turn a knob and it has different like sections or whatever for like the rate of the, I don't know how to explain, but so that was an issue. We complained about that, and that problem did actually get fixed, but the problem is there's like no hot water at all. No hot water. So it's this cold water, or if there was hot water, I think there was one night there was hot water. Not even hot water. It was like warm water. It was like lukewarm, more on the cold side. So, but that was like, I think the first night. And then after that, like it's just been, water has been cold ever since. So that was a big issue. And it's funny because my last trip to DR, like when I was here last year, we also did have a problem with the water, and we told them, and they fixed the problem. But the problem is the shower ended up being hot, scorching hot. Like, I know everyone's like, oh, well, at least you got hot water. No, like, it was unbearable. Like, you had to just do one of these. Like, it was, you know, but this time, like, there's just no hot water. So it's not, we have to pretty much shower in, you know, freezing cold water. And not to say like, you know, oh, we're in a hot country, you know, what's wrong with cold water? The thing is, the rooms are actually, like, both times our rooms, like, were pretty cool. So we're coming into a nice air conditioned room and we have cold water. It'll be different. It was hot in general, like the room hot, everything's hot. I'm good with bathing in cold water because it kind of like balances out. But like, our room is cool and the water is freezing cold. So that was a big thing for me. I'm just like, and we told them about it, but they did say it's a common problem throughout the whole hotel. So, you know, if you guys are coming here, just beware. Like, if you get a decent room, like, you can get a nice, some cool, like, nice warm water, but just beware that that is an issue that you might run into. The water pressure is not like at a regular normal rate. Like, you know, it's like every time you turn it, it just supposed to, like, the pressure's supposed to come, like, very. You guys saw the footage. I should show you. I didn't lie. So there's that. They do not change the bed sheets on a daily basis. Okay, so when I'm thinking about a 5-star hotel or just hotels in general, you book a hotel, I expect to have room service every day. Like, so when I go for breakfast, whatever time, I usually expect them to come in and change the bed sheets at all times. They have not changed our bed sheets at all, right? I don't think they changed the bed sheet at all. They didn't change our bed sheets at all. It's been the same bed sheets that we've been having. The only thing that they have done was pretty much put our shoes in, like, fix our shoes in like a line. That's it. And then just probably like organized everything, which is not an issue. I'm good with that, but it's important to change the bed sheets as well. Like, even if the bed doesn't even look slept on, there's still people in here. So, like, you need to change the bed sheets. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if they brought more towels, you know? Let me see. Hang on, guys. They did replace the towels. They gave us some new towels, which is great. But one of the things that has happened to us in this resort was we came in to a huge cockroach. Now, okay, to be honest, I've traveled. You guys know I travel. If you guys are here and you guys, you know, watch my content, you know I travel regularly, and I've never had an issue with cockroaches. Like, you know what I mean? We had a huge cockroach in our room, and like I said, make sure you guys are tuned into all my DR content because I have the living proof. So, okay, long story short, at one point we locked the cockroach in the bathroom because that's where it was. We put the towel underneath the door, okay? And I believe room service did come. They never changed the sheets. They organized all over the place and stuff like that, right? Like, everything was all organized or whatever. But the towel on the floor was still underneath the door. Like, if you are a housekeeper and you're cleaning the room of, you know, visitors that are staying here, you would assume to pick up all the dirty towels, whatever, right? So that towel was left on the room and the cockroach was still there. If they had picked up the towel, they would have realized that the cockroach was, like, underneath the towel. So what ended up happening is that I was getting some content for you guys and I lifted up the towel. Honey, the big ass cockroach just started running all over the place. And we're kind of irritated because we're like, yo, you know, you fixed up, you organized all this simple stuff. You didn't change the bed sheets. Okay, you gave us some new towels, but you never took up the towel that we put on the floor. If they had did that, they would have known the cockroach was there, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, not saying that they have to pick up oh, we put a towel on the floor for them to pick up. I'm just used to, like, when you see dirty towels or anything on the floors or whatever, it's usually picked up by room service and they put some new towels back in. So I was just like, what happened? We ended up getting rid of the cockroach ourselves. So there's that. Just touching base on, like, when I went last year, this trip so far hasn't been too bad, but just beware that sometimes you have to ask for a new card. And this is going based on my experience last year, because I'm just doing this video. I'm just giving you like a whole generalized experience since being here for the second time. So beware that your hotel card might not work. We had to change our hotel card like 4 or 5 times because every time we went to the room, it wasn't working. So last time we're on the main floor, and the guy literally came. He came and broke in to our room from the balcony, which is like, yo, you guys can break into the room that easy? That's scary, especially when you're sleep. This is a place where you're asleep. People, this is a all adult resort where, you know, people are partying, people are drinking, they're getting drunk, and it's so easy to just come into someone's room just like that. So we were already freaked out about that. And then we were pretty irritated at the fact that we had to re-ask for a new card. And I think a big thing is, yo, this is a big resort. This resort is huge, so huge, okay? So at that time, when we're asking, hey, can we get a new room? Can we get a new room? They weren't trying to give us a new room for the life of us. No. And we didn't understand why. We're running into all these difficulties and all these discrepancies, but they didn't want to change our rooms, which was weird. You know what I mean? Your big, fancy 5-star hotel, if your room key consistently doesn't work, you know, TV ain't working, remote ain't working. I think that time when we went last year, our fridge was broken, it wouldn't close. Like, you would think that you'd be able to provide us with another room. So we end up staying in that same room for the whole time. We're in this room, other than our phone not working, our TV don't work. But I know maybe to you guys it might seem small, but to me it's big, because like if something happens or something's going on, God forbid, I want to be able to call someone for help. We can't call nobody. The phone don't work. You know, we have our cell phones, but like if instead of having to go all the way to the front to ask for something or to ask for extra towels or whatever, we should be able to call them from the room itself. So that's just my generalized like opinion about it. And another thing is beware, because I wouldn't even say beware, but just be mindful that this is, like I said, an all adult resort, which means like, yo, people are drinking, it's like a party resort. There's parties going on almost every other day. So people are getting, and the pool, one of the pools don't close either, mind you. So during the night, people are still drinking, getting drunk, like, you know what I mean? Which is all fun and games, whatever. But like sometimes when I wake up in the morning, like we're walking to plates, food all over the place. Like I personally, in my opinion, feel like, yo, the hotel is so big compared to how much staff they have for like to keep up with the maintenance. Like, so every time I'm waking up, there's food all over the floor, there's dirty plates and stuff like that. So that's big, because that's what brings all these creatures like roaches and stuff. So it's a lot. So guys, we have came towards the end of my video. This is just a FYI, my own personal experience. You may find other people's reviews and their reviews are immaculate or wonderful. This is my personal experience. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys and real. Like I like the resort. The resort's nice, it's beautiful. A lot of photo opportunities, a lot of restaurants. The buffet is great, but like, just be mindful and be aware that there is certain things that you guys may find irritating. But if you're a person who's nonchalant, you don't care, bebe, do your thing. Okay, I personally, for it to be a 5-star resort, I would say like 3.5 star, not 5-star. But for the most part, like the staff is friendly, they're really nice. Despite the fact that, you know, I'll ask them, hey, we need this fixed or whatever, and oh yeah, we're sending someone, and they never send nobody. So you know what I mean? But before I end this video, make sure you guys check out my DR vlog from this year and even from last year, because it was lit. Make sure you guys check out my Riu Republica room tour. check that out, because if you guys haven't been here to Riu Republica Punta Cana Hotel, at least you guys can get a feel of what your rooms would look like, as well as don't forget to check out the hotel walkthrough, because the hotel is big. I walked through the entire hotel so you guys can see it's lit. If you like to party, if you want to have a good time, meet new people, this is the resort to be at, despite everything that I mentioned. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in as always, and your girl will be back with another video soon. Love y'all. Bye.